Hello guys, this is Mr. Medros greeting you all. The purpose of this video is to talk about the activity for this week, so I hope that you try to pay attention. As you see, we have been checking the topic of should and shouldn't for giving advice. So what you have to do this week is that, right? You will give right advice about different situations or contexts. You have to give two positive advice using should and two negative advice using should about the same situation. You're going to participate in the forum and we try to comment on your classmate work. I want that you try to tell your classmate what is the best advice they have given in each of the situations. So that's how you're going to participate in this week activity. The example that I want you to take into account is this one, right? When we think about the situation where we give advice, remember the context is the problem, the issue that is happening that needs the advice. So, for example, there is a beautiful girl in my classroom, but I'm afraid of talking to her. I really like her. What should I do? Who is asking advice in this case? The person who is asking is who speaks. That's why we say I. So who answers is who listens. So that's why when we give the advice, we use should. And the pronoun is going to be you. Whether it is positive or it is negative, it is always advice. But it's an advice about what you have to do and what you have to avoid. For example, the positive advice about what you have to do is you should be more confident with that girl. You should try to talk to her, right? It's another advice. Then what you have to avoid is you shouldn't give her flowers because maybe she thinks that you are too clingy or that you are too desperate. And you shouldn't wait for too long because sometimes when you wait, another person can talk to her before you. So it's better to be clear about your feelings. So you see how the positive and negative advice is given about this situation. If the situation has to do with another person, a person that is not I, so we give the advice using the pronoun that correspond to that person. For example, we talk about Sally. We say that Sally has lost her job. So she is really sad. That's the problem, right? Losing the job and being sad. What should she do? So in that case, the advice is going to be about Sally. So we change the pronoun for her. So we say that she should look for a new job or she should use her time better. This is what she has to do. And what she has to avoid is, right, she shouldn't cry on spilled milk. This expression is similar to Spanish when we say llorar sobre la leche derramada, so she shouldn't do that. And she shouldn't stay at home because it's not good to spend your time, right, lamenting about something. It's better if you try to distract yourself in something different. So that's an advice that is negative that is also advice. So I want that you try to do the same, but using the context that I have suggested for you in the lesson. So depending on what is the person mentioned in the context, that's how you have to do the advice. I want four sentences, two that give a positive advice and two that give a negative advice. So two sentences we should and two sentences we shouldn't. The contexts are I'm gaining too much weight, my health is being affected. What should I do, my friends? The situation number two is about Paul. Paul needs more money. His boss doesn't want to give him a raise. What should he do? So give the advice about that situation. The situation number three, my friends want me to go to a party. My father doesn't want to let me go. So what should I do? Give the advice to convince the father. And the situation number four is that Sally is stressed. She works too much, but that is affecting her health. So what should she do? Right? What should she do to avoid right her work to affect her health? So please try to work on this. Make your participation in the forum and comment the work of your classmates to check what is the best advice they have given for each of the situation. If you agree with them in one of them. Thank you very much, guys. I hope this clarifies what you're going to do in the work for this week. And in the video conference, we're going to talk about the topics of the unit number 5. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Goodbye.